it's Jen the Spooky Ghoul, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are hanging out here in sunny Orlando, Florida, here at Spooky Empire Convention. If you're not sure what Spooky Empire is, it is a horror and Halloween themed convention. They like to call themselves the dark side of Comic-Con. They have over 200 vendors inside, as well as a tattoo parlor, I believe, as well as your own horror and Halloween celebrities where you can get photo ops and autographs as well. But for today, we just wanted to hang out. We're taking a break from all of the showings of the house, which, by the way, is going very well. We have one scheduled tomorrow and then another next week. So fingers crossed. And this might just be the last Halloween horror convention that we attend here in Florida. Who knows? Either way, it's going to be a blast. I wanted to check out all of the vendor stuff to see what they have for this convention this year. So if this sounds like a good time, come out and hang out with me, grab a drink and a snack, sit back and relax, and let's get spooky.
We actually lucked out and scored parking right at the DoubleTree. We got there about 30 minutes before the doors opened, and as you can see, the line was already wrapping around the outside. Luckily, everything moved pretty quickly. We grabbed our wristbands and we headed on inside. This was one of the main vendor halls inside the convention. We were there on Friday afternoon, so it wasn't quite at peak crowd levels yet, which made it a really nice experience and gave us some time to wander around and check everything out. One of my favorite booths at the convention was this one right here. The artist Borah was there in person and was kind enough to share a little about her process. Every piece is handmade, so no two are exactly alike. She was incredibly welcoming and very gracious enough to let me film as well, and it ended up being one of my favorite highlights of the convention. This booth absolutely fascinated me. These are real jumping spiders that you can adopt, and they're ethically bred and raised by the folks behind Hello Mr. Spider. They also create these amazing custom enclosures with tiny little hides and decor for the spiders. Of course, I fell in love with a jumping spider named Hollow, short for Halloween, because of its black and orange coloring. If they weren't $150, I honestly might have brought one home.
I think it was 1800s. They used to bury people. Sometimes they buried them alive and they caught on.
Right.
So they tied a string to their finger and ran the dead guy or girl a string from the finger up to the ground with a bell above ground.
Right.
And if they were alive, they would hear the bell ringing and they would dig them up.
That's terrifying.
That's terrifying. So that's what this poem is based on.
Tomb, sweet tomb.
Tomb, sweet tomb. Tomb, sweet tomb. Cold, quiet, and damp. Smelly. Tight and cramped, spiders and worms and lots of germs. No room for me to move or squirm. My finger, it has a string tied to a bell. I pull and yell and I scream, and all I hear is silence. Because thankfully up there's nothing but violence. I guess I'm doomed, so I'll make myself at home. Cause now this is Tomb, sweet Tomb. All right, so who do you want me to make this out to?
If you can make it out to the Spooky Ghoul.
The Spooky Ghoul, that's you?
That's me.
Oh my God. I need a hug.
Yes, absolutely. Thankfully, the skies finally opened up, which was a welcome break from the Florida heat. We ended up cooling off at a nearby Starbucks, and honestly, that black iced tea really hit the spot.
So, hello. It's a few days later since Spooky Empire. It was a crazy busy weekend. We actually ended up going 2 out of the 3 days because it was just so enjoyable. I feel like Spooky Empire, each time we go, it gets bigger and better every year. I have a feeling they're going to end up in the Orange County Convention Center, which is where MegaCon typically has theirs, because they're just exploding at this point. What was really cool as well, which I unfortunately didn't get to film, it was the celebrity autograph room. So everyone was in there. You had Brad Dourif, right? So Chucky, essentially, he's also in Exorcist 3. And if you know, you know, he played a murderer or serial killer in an episode of The X-Files, which is my favorite role he's ever done. He was there. Robert Englund was there. Stephen Dorff from Blade was there. Warwick Davis was there. It was incredible. Kind of funny story about Warwick Davis as well. So we were talking to Borah, and Warwick Davis has a Segway that he uses to kind of move around the convention center. And talking to Borah, and Borah's like, "Hey, behind you, Warwick Davis." And we turn, and there goes Warwick zipping along on his Segway. Awesome. I was like, this is great. It's freaking Warwick Davis. It was such a neat experience. Anyway, so fantastic. If you have not gone to Spooky Empire, you have to go. It's great. They do have one in the spring and then one in the fall for Halloween. So if you haven't gotten a chance to go to Spooky Empire yet this year, you still have several events to go to. Ooh, before we get started, all of the companies that I purchased from, I'll make sure to put their information down in the description box below. So if you're interested in visiting their socials, website to get in touch, you certainly can. The first booth that we ended up pillaging was the Halloween Shirt Company. They have been at every single con, horror and Halloween con, that I've ever been to. They have such unique styles and designs of their t-shirts and just great quality items that we ended up picking up a few things. The first is the October Forever beanie. I've seen this in the spooky community and I've just always admired this design. I think it's so neat. It's simple but effective, and I had to get it. I caved in and I got it this time. Which you might be thinking, Jen, why are you wearing a beanie? It's a million degrees in Florida. And you are right, noted. It is a zillion degrees. But I figured, hey, we're moving to a cooler climate. I'm gonna need more beanies, and I had to get it. So the first t-shirt we got from the Halloween Shirt Company was a collaboration that they did with Borah. And if you don't know who Borah is a busker, which is a very talented street performer and character that is out of Salem, Massachusetts. Borah is basically an institution. And when we went to Salem last year in December, it was the off season, so we knew the buskers would not be out, and merchandise would be kind of on the low side. So that's what really brought me to Spooky Empire this year, was because of Borah. And the Halloween Shirt Company partnered with the Black Cat Society, and they created this awesome t-shirt. So cool. The next t-shirt that I got from them, it's a ghoul. It is a ghostly ghoul on the very front, like on the breast, I suppose. And then on the back, check this out. A haunted house with more ghoulies. How cool is that? This company never misses. I tell you, the fact that I only got 3 things from them is a feat, but you have to keep your wallet close to your chest, especially at a con. For anyone who's experienced a con, you know what I'm talking about. All right, I have one more shirt that I got from the con, and forgive me, I actually do not remember the vendor name for this booth.
Hey y'all, it's Jen from the future. Forgive my gremlin-like state, but I wanted to update you. I discovered the vendor's name. They do have a website on Facebook. You can find them at Allstar Horror. Back to the video.
The Munster shirt, and it's like how it's printed. The quality is, I mean, it's great. Like it looks like it can survive like a wash. You know what I'm saying? That's it for t-shirts. Phew. Okay. Go ahead and talk about the Borah booth. So with Borah, I just got a few things, and it was really just, where is it? There it is. Kind of sentimental stuff. So Borah has a book. It's called Borah's Book of Pitiful Poems and Pictures. And that's what I included in the video, Borah reading her favorite poem of the book. And she was so kind enough to sign the book for me. To the spooky ghoul, I love you in my cauldron. Keeping this forever. The next piece I got was a handmade piece, and the vendor is called Borah the Potter. She is a spooky queen, let me tell you. Very generous with her time as well. She talked to me about her process when creating these pieces of works, and I ended up getting a Halloween jack-o'-lantern, but not just any jack-o'-lantern. It has a tiny little ghoul in the eye. I think you kind of see a pattern. I like ghost. And then on the inside, it is fired with like this beautiful cerulean blue, but I thought this was such a great little piece. Can't wait to use it this season. And then, this is so tiny. I haven't even opened it yet, but these were $2. They're little ceramic spoons, Halloween theme, black and orange. And yeah, I have little pepper and salt mason jars in my kitchen that I will definitely be using these instead of metal spoons anyway, so it's better. So the last booth that we visited and picked up a few items from was called the Crystal Sisters Shop. And they do have a shop on Etsy. They are a handmade jewelry company. What's great about it is that when you buy a pendant, it comes with the chain. So I ended up getting a few necklaces. Check out this crazy rock. Look at this crystal. It's like something out of Chernobyl. Like, look how crazy green it is. It's so pretty. Then I got this beautiful onyx necklace of a kitty cat head. And she does make these by hand. I had asked her what the process was for this, and she said a lot of trial and error. So she does carve out the onyx herself to create the ears. And then last but certainly not least, this crystal again spoke to me. I love the color. It's so dreamy, very smoky quartz. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for coming along with me to Spooky Empire, as well as chatting and gabbing about what I got at the convention. It was a good time, a lot of fun. Question of the day, what type of markets or conventions are in your area currently to kind of give you that little fix of Halloween before the fall? And until next time, my friends, stay spooky.